MMA Homie Podcast, UFC 312, DJ MTK, West Coast Ray Ray. The question we have for DDP without the headbutt, without the cut. Because he's saying, hey, that's the reason. Hey, if it wasn't for the cut, I would have fucked him up.
Yep.
What's your first reaction, Ray Ray?
Well, my first reaction is to give DDP his flowers, and he's backed it up. But
right.
For the sake of this conversation,
you think without the cut, it would have been a different story?
I think the cut left an impression on the judges that could have swayed them in a close fight like that. And I think Sean Strickland did enough to make it close, but I didn't think DDP had done enough to take it from him. But there was just that cut left. It made it look like there was so much more damage done.
And I believe it happened in the third round. See, I thought DDP dominated him, dog. I mean, I'm not going to say like it was close. Okay, that's a bad word. It was a close fight. But I thought DDP did a lot more takedowns, kicks, striking. To me, Sean Strickland was a one-trick pony. All he had was his Philly shell and his jab.
I think he worked that well. And then once DDP's fitness and stamina and wrestling, he then used that in the later rounds to really dominate. But it was a boring way. It wasn't really exciting. He wasn't really landing big shots. But the cut and the blood gave you a visual that he was doing a lot more damage.
Well, it makes a difference, right? Any fight we've seen with those cuts, it makes it changes the whole dynamic, but that's why it's a fight, right?
Yeah. And fights get called because of cuts.
Right. And some people fight through it, and some people do get, and you're right. Now, and he's saying it was DDP saying it wasn't a headbutt, but I remember he would just keep wiping it, remember? Mm-hmm. It makes a huge difference. So the question still stands. And I'm excited for this. Bro, I'm getting more excited for the fight, dog. Yeah. I'm getting a little bit of those chills a little bit. You know what I mean? Like you get a little, you know what I mean? That little nervousness and shit.
I know.
Because it's such a big fight because it is a rematch. And we get to see, okay, who's improved?
And we get to answer this question.
And we get to answer this question.
To answer this question.
Like, and what happens if DDP gets cut?
Interesting. And it's a close fight.
And he has to fight through it.
Yeah. And here's another thing to pose too, which we've talked about this. When you're the champ, I feel like the challenger needs to kind of take it from you. They've got to take it.
I completely agree.
I felt like DDP did enough from a real true diehard fan perspective, but from a casual fan, looking at it from the outside, they really didn't see the damage that he done, and so they see the cut on Strickland, and they're just going based on the cut, but not really seeing how technical he was, his grappling, his the way he was coming in, lunging with those combos and landing some of those strikes against Sean. So I felt like, Sean gets a chance to get on another
redeem
run.
Himself.
Yes, he can answer these questions,
right?
And we can see what's up.
With no doubt. With no
Saturday,
doubt.
Yes.
Right. With no doubt. So who you got?
Honestly, I for the fun part of me, because Sean's such a character, I would want to see him do something because he's just fun and charismatic. But DDP's a dog, man. He's striking, wrestling.
You should have heard what he was saying today on the fucking on the media day.
Yeah,
bro. Oh my god. This fool needs a filter, dog. Dog, he needs a filter, bro. Seriously, bro. Like, what the fuck, dog? But whatever. So you're taking Sean?
I'm taking DDP.
Oh, okay.
I'm taking DDP in 3.
I'm taking DDP in 3-2 knockout.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm TKO. I don't think it's a knockout, but I think he's gonna smother him and he'll ground and pound him into a TKO.
Let's go. No, I'm excited, bro. It's gonna be a fucking great rematch to watch. If you're a UFC fan, hey, this is it. This is why you watch this shit. It's gonna be explosive, bro. Like I said, I had chills on it. I had chills on this shit, bro.
Yeah, this is gonna be dope.